Here's a couple more from Group Apricot Positive Series of 2020. Open up my group home here, Pastor Maloney. Okay. Feeling like a fried squirrel that gaslit its own coordinate standards of squirrely resemblances of falsely decoying prejudicial cliched repertoires with almost a free sprint of notoriety, finding its well-quenched integrated culture, pouring out of its scenes, walking a man's gait of feminine attribution, no one to hate this morning, but that selfish, debauched self-notion or irreversible insinuation, imprisoning the foreseen freedom in inclusionary homesteads of enchanted repertoires of self-deplorable and destroyers of self-inflicted human power amongst the propagated charm machine, saying that you're insane, with the little people of the daily grind, going about the daily business with the porcelain's opinion of the American bottles, of their aluminum patterns depicted on the Greek asinine culture, near the time the true sucking on the nipple of the womb, inflicting the true confidence in the delicious swoon of the early riser. There was no miser, but the absolutely forgave everything, and forgot everything with the joy of the conclusion of Salem's Lot, and of faculty's intrusion over the stabilizing lot of evacuees' stable plot, and stating that thing that committed change a bit ever since then, with the camouflage ridicule of a tuberculosis fund, of a sorry figurative of tepid damnation, with a spiritual rambunctiousness, with those historic neglections, biting the fun of sometimes retorted mention, with this cozy notes of forget me please, like a stork being beheaded by an ant in a big frying pan full of fried egg spaghetti plants, which were third through the totalitarian essence of a daily hope, with love and tenacity, with diamonds cut at edges in the vertebrae of science, with cultural perturbance mystified by the freedoms of falsifying or reign of the more innocent little symptoms of experimental exploitment, or one day a masculine essence of freedom that will be cited by the temperance altars against Fabregas' universal skies born upon the showers of a risen treble, with the Champlain ruses, with that reciprocal insanity that is really on this side now and due to them, with the crimson of reluctance towards love, with that is freedom and unbelievable constraints within freedom's abodes, strange abodes, that is overlapping with the desires of escaping privileges of mannerisms, with a false glory of educated oracular spells of worship, or kindred skies as desire within the culture's news of hope, with the potentiality of reserve. And the exotic things of truance and faith and recoiling in immoral looking Saturday nights and externalized defeats, while dehumanizing aspects of landlord's rigidity, like child innocence of a mainstream delectability of work coming under that of a patriotic son of ejaculation, which lied with the distinction of time and foot relish at the great plate of conservance, with sometimes but economics vices picked out the center strips of prejudice. The one day coming out of the sonnet parlances of yesterday, reading him with a lavish and classy expenditure of cleansed hopeful wine within the glass of pondering escapades of mental deduction from the indignant masses of suffering rulership of a guy ruining his prose because he's stupid and there's no match, rulership of the dictational love from the heresy that was not true love but half baited to belong with the acknowledgement of grief and hereditary concern, but also hopefully stating that he doesn't and shouldn't give a fuck about mortgage mules of deducible silliness anymore. Within the silences of scenic freedom that lies in the conclusion in just about anything you want to, with the obscene being put out as standard, with a systematic routine of simply embracing a silent mesmerization process of being used over the vernacular of the Italian Ventura upon one's own silly but deductible plight that makes work long pro-management regressive vegetarianism fawning a dead end at beginnings, culture, at beginnings of well-being, departure, well-departed cult departure, well-departed cult of culture.